Welcome back to Low Stress Math with Mrs. Bono. We are on Unit 5, Writing Linear Equations, and this is Lesson 2, Writing a Linear Equation from a Slope and a Given Point. So, I am just going to review quickly the directions from the page before. Identify the given information. Use that information in y equals mx plus b by substituting the given information. Solve for the missing information. Write the equation using the slope and y-intercept. And just because it's me, I'm going to rewrite that right here so that I don't have to keep flipping back and forth, and I can just use that to help me write these equations. So, step 1, identify the given. 2, substitute the given into y equals mx plus b. 3, solve for the missing info. And 4, rewrite the equation, or rewrite y equals mx plus b using the slope and y-intercept. Okay, so what's my given information? I'm kind of like queen of the highlighter, so I'm going to highlight it. I have slope is 2 and the point 1 and 5. So this slope is m equals 2, and x is 1 and y is 5. So x equals 1, y equals 5. So I like to write my information right across the top and then substitute that into y equals mx plus b. So let's see, y is 5, m is 1, oh sorry, m is 2, x is 1, and it's b that I'm looking for. So let's see, 2 times 1 is 2, so I have 5 equals 2 plus b minus 2 from both sides. Use an arrow because boop boop. And I get 5 minus 2 is 3. 2 minus 2 is 0 equals just b. Ah, look at that. That's information I need. B equals 3. But I also need the m equals 2. So when I rewrite it, y equals 2x plus the b3. There it is. There's my equation. Nice puffy cloud of happiness around it, because that's what they actually asked for. Okay, let's try it again. This time I don't have to write the directions because I'm just going to read them from here. All right, if a line goes through the point negative 3, 4. So again, highlight the information they give you. Negative 3, and the slope is negative 3. So x is negative 3, y is 4, m equals negative 3. So m equals negative 3, x equals negative 3, and y equals 4. So it's b that I'm missing. So always rewrite the equation of a line. Y equals mx plus b. Substitute 4 for y, negative 3 for m, negative 3 also for x, and the equals and the b stay the same. Now just solve it for b. 4 equals 3, negative times negative is positive 9 plus b, minus 9, minus 9. 4 minus 9 is negative 5. 9 minus 9 is 0. bring down the b. So now I have b is negative 5, and up m is negative 3. So y equals m negative 3 x plus negative 5. How about just minus 5? There we go. Puffy cloud of happiness, because that's the answer I wanted. Y equals negative 3x minus 5. Okay, rewrite the following equations in slope-intercept form. Identify the slope and the y-intercept. All right, so how do I do that? Well, I have to flip back a couple of pages to get that information, which is way back here on page 7. Add or subtract to get the y and x on opposite sides of the equal sign. Divide by the coefficient of y. I don't have to subtract because my x and y are already on opposite sides of the equal sign. But I can start by dividing by the coefficient of y. And the coefficient of y here is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Y comes by itself. Negative 6 divided by 3 is negative 2. Keep the x. And 12 divided by 3 plus 4. So y equals negative 2x plus 4. And my equation, of course, is y equals mx plus b. And b at the back is 4, so b is 4. And m is negative 2. All right, so I found my y-intercept and my slope. All right, same thing here. Go back, look at the directions. 2 pages back, directions haven't changed. Add or subtract to get the x and y on opposite sides of the equal sign. Divide by the coefficient of y. Okay, so my x and y are actually on opposite sides of the equal sign, but I do have to subtract that 8 to get it to the other side. So minus 8 equals minus 8. Be careful, don't line them up. Line up the 8 and the minus 8, because that's going to be 0. Those have no variable. But this has a variable and this doesn't. You cannot put those together. So just keep them apart. Negative 2y equals negative 3x minus 8. Okay. Divide by the coefficient of y, negative 2, negative 2, negative 2. Negative divided by negative is positive y equals negative divided by negative is positive. And it comes to 1.5, but just leave it as a fraction, 3 over 2. Because slope really should be a fraction. X, negative divided by negative, plus 4. So 3 over 2 is my slope. And plus 4 is my y-intercept. Oh, look at that. They have the same y-intercept. That could be interesting. All right, next one. Oh, we're back to this. What is the point negative 2, 1, a solution to the linear function y equals negative 4x plus 3? So first, I have to write down the information that I know. I know x is negative 2. I know y is 1. And then I have to substitute that information into this equation. So y equals negative 4x plus 3. So I have this. X equals negative 2, y equals positive 1. And I'm going to substitute that in here. So where the y is, 1 equals negative 4. And because the x has a coefficient, I have to put this x in parentheses, negative 2 plus 1. Now I have to solve it. This stays 1, nothing happens. Negative times negative is positive. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1. 1 equals 8 plus 1 is 9. Oh, that's not true. Not true, not true, not true. Those are definitely not equal. No. The point 2, -1 does not do you remember the word? Satisfies. Does not satisfy the equation, so it is not a solution. Does not satisfy the equation y equals -4x plus 3. So it is not a solution. So key, when it says explain your answer, it either satisfies or does not satisfy the equation. If it's equal, it satisfies the equation. If it's not equal, it does not satisfy the equation. Learn some good math vocabulary and learn to spell Bono. The point does not satisfy the equation. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Show all work. Write the linear equation of a line whose slope-intercept form is given. Oh, there's a point and there's a slope. So this is really easy to identify the information. They made it very, very easy. So I'm just going to write down what I know. Actually, I'm going to write it right above there, too. I know x equals 0, y equals 4, m equals -1/3. Oh, that doesn't look like a 1. That looks like a 7, you idiot. Here we go. I'm not an idiot. Shouldn't insult myself like that. -1/3. And b equals, I don't know. That's the missing information that I want. Okay, so start with y equals mx plus b. Substitute what I know. Y is 4. M is -1/3. X, in parentheses, is 0. And it's b that I'm looking for. All right? Anything times 0 is 0, so 4 equals 0 plus b. Well, 0 plus b is b, so 4 equals b. So b here is 4. So now I have to use this information to rewrite my equation. I'm using this formula and this information. Y equals -1/3 x plus 4. Yay! Now I have an equation. Okay, next one. First, identify the information that they're giving me. In algebra and geometry, the information that they give you is called just the given. So I have an x and a y and m. X equals -5, y equals 7, m equals -3, and it's b that I don't know. I don't know b. I'm going to find that. So rewrite the equation. Y equals mx plus b. Fill in what you know. 7 and -3. 7 equals -3 times -5 in parentheses because you have 2 letters next to each other and that means multiply, plus b. 7 equals negative times negative is positive. 7 times 5, negative times negative is positive. 3 times 5 is 15 plus b. All right, subtract 15 from both sides, and you get 7 minus 15 is -8 equals b. So now I know b is -8. So I'm going to take this information and put it in this formula to get y equals negative 3x minus 8. Yay, puffy cloud of happiness. Okay, the next one. Identify the information. I'm going to write that off on the side here. What do I have? This is x and this is y. So I have x equals negative 4, y equals negative 2, and m equals negative 1/2. Wow, that is a lot of negativity. And it's b that I'm looking for. So b equals, I don't know. Always start with the formula y equals mx plus b. And fill in what you know. Y is negative 2. M is negative 1/2. And the b goes in parentheses because 2 letters next to each other means you're multiplying. So negative 4. And the equals doesn't change and the plus b doesn't change. So multiply. What's half of 4? 2. Negative times negative is positive. So negative 2 equals 2 plus b, right? Minus 2 from both sides. Negative 4 equals 2 minus 2 is 0, b. Okay, so b is negative 4. So I'm going to use this information and that formula, y equals, the slope is negative 1/2 x minus 4. The two things you have to be really careful about, making sure that you have the right signs and that you don't lose the x or the y. Be careful. All right. Oh, I didn't put a happy cloud around that. I gotta fix that. All right. Find the slope and y-intercept from the following linear function. Okay, so back to what do I have to do first? Well, thing one, I'm going to separate the x and the y. So add or subtract to put the y on one side and the x on the other. So the opposite of minus 7x is to add 7x. Now, I line these up because they have the same variables. I don't line those up because they do not have the same variable. Negative 7 and positive 7 is 0. So there's 0 x's, no x's. Bring down, don't lose the negative sign, negative 3y equals, I'm going to put the 7x first because commutative property says I can put it in whatever order I want because it's addition. So negative 3x equals 7x plus 21. Now I want to divide by the coefficient of y. That's the number in front of y. So I'm going to divide everything by negative 3. Okay. Negative 3 divided by negative 3, 1, equals, I'm not going to change that. I'm going to leave that as a fraction. Negative 7 over 3x plus 21 divided by negative 3 is negative 7. Ooh, I can't really have plus and negative, so I have to rewrite that as y equals negative 7/3 x minus 7. Actually, there's a lot of 7s here too. And that's my answer, because it just says as a linear function. It does not say to identify the slope and y-intercept. But if I had to, the slope is negative 7/3 and the y-intercept is negative 7. Okay, have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.